criticism over withdrawal of non-cooperation towards Indian security forces, Naga People's Organization clarifies that they will continue to fight for justice of Oting massacre. The organization also clarifies temporary lifting done in order to pave way for interaction and arriving at a desired conclusion with union government at the earliest. Nagaland Law Students Federation demands Union Home Minister's intervention and to initiate a probe into the felling of teak trees in Chumukidima Police Complex. The NLSF terms a DGP office statement justifying the cutting as baseless justification to manipulate public opinion. Witnessing no political developmental activities after appointment of VCC, ALO and VDB Secretary Ngame in 2010, General Public of Longzang Village under Mon District files an RTI letter. Longzang Village, while sharing their grievances, states that an amount of 4,79,24,510 rupees had been misused without any developmental activities brought into the village. First edition of Nagaland Edu Connect Conclave concludes in Kohima. Addressing the valedictory session of Conclave, CEO of Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland, Alemteshi Jamir, said education has grown beyond memorization and stressed that youngsters must learn to open up their mind for more opportunities. After Supreme Court puts a hold on the trials in pending cases under sedition law, Union Law Minister Kiren Rijiju on Wednesday said that while he respected the court and its independence, there is a Lakshman Rekha or a line not meant to be crossed. Rijiju said that positions are made very clear and also informs court about its intention of Prime Minister. Hello viewers, I'm Rinki Gogoi and you're watching Nagaland TV Primetime News. Let's see more of the news in details. As the Eastern Naga People's Organization receives criticism over its recent move to temporarily withdraw the non-cooperation towards Indian security forces, the NPO calls for a joint consultative meeting at the Konyak Union Hall. The organization, after the meeting, issued a press release where it stated that the organization has not given up their stand and that they will continue to fight for justice against the barbaric acts meted out to the innocent civilians on December 4 and 5 in 2021 at Oting Village and Mon Town respectively. The organization also clarified the temporary lifting of the non-cooperation was done in order to pave way for smooth physical interaction with the government of India and for arriving at a desired conclusion at the earliest. Reiterating on its stand for justice, the House further resolved to urge Ministry of Defence to grant prosecution sanctions as sought by the Nagaland government, book the culprits under the relevant court for trial and also place the action taken in public domain. It also resolved to urge the centre to compensate the families of the victims. The organization went on and warned the government, stating that the NPO will take its own course of action if there is delay in serving justice. In a move to revamp the party, the Naga People's Front Kohima division had a consultative meeting. The meeting was held along with the assembly constituencies and the village unit under the Kohima division. The meeting was held on 10th May 2022 at the central office. The party adopted few resolutions during the meeting. The party resolved to uphold and support the leadership of President Naga People's Front, Dr. Shurozile Lejiju, and leader of NPF Legislature Party Wing, Kuzoluzo Nino. Party congratulated the leader of NPF Legislature Party Wing, Kuzoluzo Nino, for his appointment as co-chairman of the United Democratic Alliance. The party also appreciated the Chief Minister Nltv Rio for including all the NPF legislatures in the core committee on the Naga political issue. The division further reaffirmed its fullest preparedness for the next general election 2023 under the leadership of the NPF if election is conducted. The Nagaland Law Students Federation has demanded the Union Home Minister's intervention to initiate a probe into the felling of teak trees in Chumukidema police complex, reportedly planted during the 1980s in the police complex. The NLSF issued a press release on May 10 wherein it stated that there has been a malified intent in the felling of teak trees within the Chumukidema police complex by certain officers of the police department. It further pointed out that at least 50 teak trees has been cut down and transported, which is in total violation of the Indian Forest Act 1927. Meanwhile, the Nagaland DGP issued a rejoinder with regard to the issue and justifying the act, saying that the teak trees posed a security risk and were a hazard to the nearby buildings. To this, the Federation outrightly slammed and said that it is nothing but disinformation and baseless justification to manipulate public opinion unless all the required procedures for felling down teak trees is made open in black and white in the public domain. Taking cognizance of the matter, the Nagaland Law Students Federation appealed to the Home Minister to properly investigate the case and book all the persons involved in the deforestation at police complex Chumukidema and penalize them under Section 33 Clause F for the Indian Forest Act 1927 and other provisions of the law if found guilty. Nagaland's first EduConnect conclave, which was held at the Capital Convention Center in Kohima, concluded on Wednesday. Addressing the valedictory session of the first EduConnect conclave, CEO of Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland, Nltv Jamir, said education has grown beyond memorization and stressed that youngsters must learn that there is a bigger world outside and to open up their mind for more opportunities. He further informed that IDEN will request the Department of Higher and Technical Education to organize such conclave in the coming years and also will discuss with the Education Department to carry forward the opportunities where the students will be able to avail and help build better career. Notably, the two-day conclave highlighted thousands of students from schools and colleges in Kohima visiting the stalls put up by the universities from different states offering various professional courses. While during the technical session, the conclave presented educational opportunities, facilities to avail educational loans, career guidance and fellowships by various universities. The Surangkong Students' Conference held a peaceful procession from Watiyim Village Gate to Moyimti Junction on Tuesday. Notably, the procession covered a distance of 8 kilometers over shortage of teachers in the Surangkong area. It is to be mentioned that more than 500 students joined in the procession as the concerned department failed to respond to the long-awaited matters. The TMK submitted a copy of representation letter to Surangkong Border Magistrate Atsungba Waling as well as to SDEO Mangkong Lemba. In the attachment letter, the TKM stated that a total of 14 teachers were required, ranging from mathematics, science, Hindi and other subject teachers. As per TKM data, there are 778 students enrolled in various government schools under Surangkong range. TKM president remarked that more than 20 villages and neighboring areas are currently experiencing shortage of teachers, good infrastructure and a slew of other challenges as well. The students are deprived of several opportunities, lagging behind their peers in other parts of the state. Therefore, the TKM has chosen to take various steps until the situation is investigated and immediate needs are met. To give a boost and strengthen the state police network, a crime and criminal tracking network and system was launched at 13 new police stations in Nagaland on Tuesday. Notably, the CCTNs were launched by Nodal Officer and Additional Director General of Police Administrations Renchamo P. Kikon at the Conference Hall of Police Headquarters in Kohima in the presence of Assistant Nodal Officer and Superintendent of Police Manoj Kumar. While Superintendent of Police SCRB Crody Red saw CCTN's state core team and officers from 13 new police stations were also present during the launch. It is to be mentioned that with the 13 new police stations getting CCTNs, Nagaland has now a total of 78 police stations whereby CCTNs are implemented. It may also be mentioned that a 3-day CCTNs roles-based training is currently underway for the officers of the 13 new police stations from 10th to 12th May 2022, conducted by CCTN's State Core team in the police headquarters. Marking the beginning of Cucumber Festival 2022, the inaugural program was held at Aliba Village Ground in Mokokchung on Wednesday. At 11 a.m., the program was held where the Director of Agricultural and SNO, Atma Mokokchung, M. Ben Yantan, graced the program as a special invitee and also enlightened the crowd with a special address. Notably, the felicitation and release of a book named Off-Season Cucumber Cultivation was done by DB Atma Mokokchung Rongsen Nungla Imchen. It is also to be mentioned that late Puremba Monken from Aliba Village has been recorded in Agricultural Department's register for being the first from Nagaland to have planted the first off-season cucumber in 1985. Furthermore, the inaugural program has been chaired by Organizing Committee's co-convener Toshi Mongla. After the program, the inauguration of the stalls were done by the special invitee M. Ben Yantan. Meanwhile, the 2-day Cucumber Festival will witness various events and exhibitions.
I just thought that why not we stand all together. So, possible. Aro amakang Sri let Sri Baremba Bongen. I innovative idea amak ngit diado $1 million worth ini pun apa ribu. Itu mana apa hantar ke? So number ada thanks tibo aro appreciation सब मनो तलिया करिबो. Thank you. Please. आगे स्पीकर खान गोइशे होले भी खुशी पाइशे आरो पुबो वही थादिबो. Looking back 8 years, Sri Let Poramba Bongen, a local.
Nagaland's first tubular microdiscectomy surgery was performed at Putunyo Nursing Home in Kohima by Naga spine surgeon Dr. Nltv Kire. Notably, the keyhole surgery took 1 hour with near zero blood loss and was performed on a 37-year-old farmer with long-duration back pain and left leg weakness with wasting of the muscles. A press release stated that the patient was unable to climb stairs and was having difficulty carrying out her routine work. It may be mentioned that Dr. Nltv Kire is an alumni of JIPMER who completed his MS Orthopedics from CMC Kolkata and fellowship in hand and microsurgery from Coimbatore. MTV Supermodel of the Year Season 2's runners-up of Eksha Hangma Subha was spotted in Purana Bazar while riding back from Konoma village to Dimapur on Wednesday. It is to be mentioned that Subha, who is a commando force in Sikkim Police, is also a biker and is currently on a bike tour to Nagaland from Sikkim. Eksha, while interacting with media on Wednesday, said she got the opportunity to witness and taste Naga culture, food, traditional attires in Kohima, and that she is grateful for all the overwhelming support and encouragement from Nagaland. The model further said that she hopes to visit Nagaland again to observe or to attend any kind of model events organized by local pageants where she can help others improvise.
Ever that I'm visiting out. In fact, I'm going out of Sikkim for the first time in northeastern state. So for me, it's like I'm very much excited. I'm happy to see the Naga side. You know, this is the first time I've been telling you, and even I got to see this, lot of cultures, like within the tribes, and also I got to eat lot of traditional foods. That was quite interesting for me because I love eating. So it was very fun, and also it's raining since yesterday. So I don't know, but the climate of here and of Sikkim is like similar, so I don't have to struggle a lot with the climate. So yeah, it's quite happening, and I'm loving this. So thank you so much, all the people from Nagaland, because I've been getting lots of support from this part of Northeast also, which I never expected. And I recently went to the shop, and I was not expecting that people will know from Nagaland, kyunki Sikkim mein yeah, people will know. But they came and they told that they want to take pictures. So I was like so amazed. Okay, people got to see, people got to know me as an inspiration. So I'm very happy that they take me as an idol, and they keep texting me that wish I could have more days so that I could meet all my followers or my fans or my loving people. But I don't have any time, so yeah, I'm leaving. But then I met few, and I'm so happy that I met them. In fact, supermodel, yeah, as you all know that the first winner was from Arunachal and second for Sikkim. So I never had that losing wala feel, क्योंकि I felt that कि कोई ठीक है, अच्छा first तो हमारा North Eastern से ही आया है. So I don't know, that's kind of negative or positive vibes, but I get as a positive vibes. So it was very beautiful. In fact, I got to learn so many things from my co-contestants also. From there only people got to know me that how I'm struggling, who I am, how I am. I'm a cop, but beside that I do modeling as a my passion. So after looking all those things, I think that was the biggest exposure that I got in my life so far. So yeah, thank you everybody. Fashion event, yeah, if I get an opportunity to be a part of here, then obviously I'm gonna do this, because I would love to explore more in not only this adventure field but also in modeling field. So yeah, I'm very much excited. If I get any first, then I would love to.
Now, after the Supreme Court put on hold the trials in the pending cases under the sedition law, the law minister Kiren Rijiju on Wednesday said that while he respected the court and its independence, there is a Lakshman Rekha, or a line not meant to be crossed. The union minister said that the positions were made very clear and also informed the court about the intentions of the Prime Minister. He added that all organs must respect each other and the provisions of the Constitution of India, as well as all the existing laws. It may be mentioned that the Apex Court on Wednesday observed that it will not be appropriate to continue using the sedition law until the re-examination of Section 124A dealing with the offence of sedition is complete. The top court does urge the centre and the states to refrain from registering any FIR invoking sedition charges until re-examination is completed.
Our position very clear, and we also informed the Honourable Court about the intention of the Honourable Prime Minister. Beyond that, if anything else have happened, I don't know, but one thing I must say is that we respect the court, we respect the independence of the court, but there are things which is called Lakshman Rekha. All the organs of the state must respect each other and also to practice our respect in letter and spirit. Whatever we say, whatever we do, we have ensured we respect the provisions.
As the NDA government is celebrating its 8th anniversary of remaining in power, the BJP party is planning to kickstart an outreach campaign on May 30, which will culminate on June 15 as part of the 8 years Service Good Governance and Poor Welfare program. Notably, the BJP workers are asked to plan interaction with the public for 75 hours during the 15-day campaign. Meanwhile, the leaders have also directed to advertise various welfare schemes of the centre to put across social media platforms and cinema halls. Furthermore, along with the Good Governance Outreach program, the BJP president will also launch Report to Nation campaign and interaction program with the beneficiaries of various schemes, including the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes and women. The The Punjab police have arrested a man allegedly involved in the rocket launcher attack on the headquarters of the police intelligence wing in Mohali. The Punjab police said that the arrest was made based on National Investigation Agency's inputs. The suspect has been identified as Nishan Singh, a resident of Faridkot. Police arrested Nishan Singh from Faridkot's Kula village. Furthermore, police added by saying that Nishan has around a dozen of cases, including drug smuggling, against him. The preliminary investigation has also revealed that he has connections with Pakistan-based Rinda. However, Nishan's family has denied any information about his alleged acts. They say that they didn't know about his whereabouts and the grenade was Russian-made, which is often used by the Taliban-based terrorists. This indicates that the grenade was procured from Pakistan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be participating in the second Global COVID Virtual Summit on 12 May at the invitation of US President Joe Biden. Reportedly, the information was shared by Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India on Twitter. Notably, the summit intends to galvanize new actions to address the continued challenges of the COVID pandemic and build a stronger global health security architecture. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi will be delivering his remarks in the opening session of the summit on the theme Preventing Pandemic Fatigue and Prioritizing Preparedness. The session will be live streamed from 6:30 to 7:45 p.m. on Thursday. The Central Bureau of Investigation on Tuesday undertook a major operation with nationwide raids conducted across 40 locations as part of a massive crackdown. 10 people, including 5 government officials, have been detained for taking bribe on behalf of non-profits for allegedly facilitating violations of rules in receiving foreign donations. The CBI raids followed a detailed note sent by the Home Secretary as per the orders of Home Minister Amit Shah to CBI Director Subodh Kumar Jaiswal on March 29. CBI said that the Home Ministry officials have illegal Foreign Contributions Regulation Act clearances to non-governmental organizations or NGOs in exchange of the bribe. The Bureau also added by saying that public officials from the Home Ministry, NGO representatives and middlemen were caught red-handed receiving bribe for securing foreign funding clearances. Illegal transactions of around rupees 2 crores routed through Hawala channels have also been found after searches in Delhi, Rajasthan, Chennai, Mysore, among others, and 12 NGOs are under investigation. Based on the upcoming Asian Para Archery Championships, the Sports Authority of India has granted rupees 1 crore to Archery Association of India. The association will be conducting the championships in Delhi from 31st May to 6th June at Yamuna Sports Complex. The championships has been awarded to India after its original host Kazakhstan pulled out of citing organizational issues due to ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. The Sports Authority of India mentioned that the grant can be utilized for boarding, lodging, transportation, rent of playfields, cost of the equipment, prize money, hosting and competition sanction fee, and event insurance, among others. The Delhi High Court on Wednesday passed a split verdict on criminalizing the marital rape. Notably, the verdict challenged the exception to Section 375 of the Indian Penal Code, which exempts forceful sexual intercourse by a man with his own wife from the offense of rape. In this regard, Justice Rajiv Shakdir has held the exemption to the husband from the offense of marital rape as unconstitutional. Thus, the justice struck down the exception of 2 of 375, 376B IPC as violative of Article 14. However, Justice C. Harishankar said that he does not agree with Justice Shakadir. Justice Harishankar said that the exception to Section 375 does not violate the Constitution as it is based on intelligence, differentia and reasonable classification. Both the judges granted certificate to appeal to Supreme Court, saying substantial questions of law are involved. It may be mentioned that the petitions against marital rape have been filed by NGOs, Reed Foundation, All India Democratic Women's Association and 2 individuals. The court had appointed senior advocates Rebecca John and Raj Shekhar Rao as amici curiae in the matter. Both of them argued in favor of striking down the exception. The bench refused to accept the sender's request, saying there is no terminal date when the consultation process will get over, and proceeded to reserve judgment after hearing the parties. An Al Jazeera reporter was shot dead while covering an Israeli military operation in the West Bank city of Jenin on Wednesday. The Palestinian Health Ministry informed that Shirin Abu Akleh was shot in the head by a live bullet, while Akleh's producer Ali Al-Samoudi was also shot. However, is in a stable condition. Further, the journalist who was covering Israel's operation in Jenin on Wednesday alongside Akleh told media that Abu Akleh and other journalists made themselves known to Israeli forces before they were shot at. He also added that he saw Shirin on the ground and they tried to rescue Shirin but couldn't. He also said that the occupation targeted Shirin while wearing a helmet and that the injury was under the ear. Furthermore, he also said that Shirin fell while she was wearing the press, and even with that, the people who tried to save her were shot at. He further mentioned that the targeting was clear against Shirin and against the journalistic teams. Meanwhile, Al Jazeera has accused Israeli security forces of deliberately targeting and killing Abu Akleh and called on the international community to condemn and hold Israel accountable. UEFA has announced its revised plans for the Champions League format from 2024 onwards. UEFA confirmed change in number of games and how additional places will be awarded. The federation does say that the changes in the Champions League will start from 2024 to 2025 campaign and confirms a group stage to be ditched in favor of a 36-club single league. The top 8 clubs will automatically center the last 16 and teams placed 9th to 24th go into a playoff round. The UEFA Champions League, UEFA Europa League and UEFA Europa Conference League will all enjoy 1 week of calendar exclusivity. The 4 additional places created by the increase from 32 to 36 teams in the league phase of the UEFA Champions League will be allocated. Thank you, viewers. That's all from Nltv Primetime News. I'm Rinki Gogoi signing off. For more updates, keep watching Nltv. Somanulagawas.